in this area, we have taped half a class of a German Prix St. George test, okay, which is about like 25, 26 horses, and you will see some very good, excellent riders in performing on a regional show. So it will be very interesting to see how domestically the sport is cherished in Germany, how high of a value it has, how hard these people work to get things done.
In the next slide I'm commenting on, I want you to pay attention to the half passes of this horse. They are very good and correct. Also, I want you to pay attention on the effectiveness of aiding in the rider. This rider does a fantastic job realizing very quickly when there are holes in a performance, and she will influence the horse immediately towards upgrade in that. That is something fascinating to watch. I will point it out for you when that happens. Also, you want to look at the biomechanism of the horse. The cadence, the uphill tendency in trot is very good. The activity of hind feet is good. On the other hand, you also want to look a little bit acceptance of the bridle in the canter work. That is something where the horse has still there is very little tendencies to back off the bit still a little bit, which is for this level Prix St. George not such a big deal, but when it comes then to the Grand Prix performance, the acceptance of the bridle in canter needs to be improved a little bit, I think. So let's see. You can also tell now here the rider did already work on the canter. What is fascinating to see, this rider has zero fear to keep schooling the horse before the performance. So this is a very good indicator of high self-esteem, but also an indicator of good horsemanship, that we are not here pretending something is working that not yet doesn't, and that will be positive remarked at the end, I would say. So we come here down the center line, the enter a little tiny crooked to the left, but then she straightens it, and that's what I wanted to point out to you, how you could see how the right rein got a little tighter, the straightness immediately got re-established. So this is a rider you want to look at in terms of how to respond to minor mistakes that can happen in your horse in the performance, and that you have to fix it, and that will give you a score points at the end. So we come to the first medium trot here. That's elastic, free in the shoulder, the rider deep seat, so that means the back is active, the tail is loose and swinging. This is all good. You can also see the hind end exactly tracking into the front feet, so the straightness is accomplished on the short side. Good uphill momentum, a little stumble here in front of the corner. Shoulder and left has a good bend here at the beginning towards the small circle. The hind end did fall out a little to the right, but you could see again the rider moves right leg, puts the hunches right away under. So there's active influence, and that is really super to see. Active riding effectiveness. Half pass to the left, active, with a good amount of bend, and at the beginning maybe a little dragging, but then there was a lengthening in it, so the forward got re-established. Here's the extended trot now. That could be a little bit more hind end active. At the second part of the line, the hind end adopts the shoulder freedom. See, this horse is a huge uphill mover. The trot, very good. There is huge potential, of course, towards passages here in this horse. Half shoulder into the right towards the circle. The bend is good. There is a little bit resistancy in accepting the half hold for the small circle, but that's why the test pattern is laid out that way, to really control those type things. So that is a milder minus here. Half pass to the right. That could have a little bit more hunches bend. The neck, however, was not overflexed, so the overall impression was still on the positive side. Transition to walk was successful, and the walk, collected walk out of it right away, successful too. That is a bonus, a plus here. So the walk towards the first pirouette to the left looks a little tiny tense, but still maintains good collection and forebeat. The walk pirouette very good. At the end, a little soon finished, I would say, that you could finish even more centered on the hind end. The other walk pirouette to the right. So both of these walk pirouettes in this particular video here are the best we have seen so far. They were correct in the hind foot. Both of them at the end maybe a little quickly left, and so that was giving up the collection maybe a tick too soon, and it came a little bit large out of both. The walk again, here the extended walk. looks a little rushed at times. So here we would I would like to see more relaxation, and here canter depart to the left. You can see the horse came in anticipation a little bit hunches to the left, and the rider choose to canter a little earlier. On the short side the canter looks stuck, not really rhythmical forward to the hand, but then you will immediately see in the half pass to the left there will be some repair work happening. Half the change is very good, half pass to the right even better. So this rider uses the lateral work to re-establish reach to the hand and activity to the bridle very well. So the change to the left after the zigzag was good also. Now we come here to the first, see the horse had tried to go a little forward, and the rider with his seat collected it right away. So pirouette to the left, first a little croup high, so it finished on a positive note, but coming into it, this lack of really collecting canter to the hand is here hindering a higher score. So it came a little high in the croup instead of maintaining the self-carriage. Canter pirouette to the right. Little hopping to begin with, but then a good stride in the middle, and then a hopping stride to leave it. But then for this level I thought this canter pirouette was pretty good. So change to the left. Was a little stiff in the lower back of the horse. Now we do the four tempies. Early start. Good. Yeah, so they look very even in their execution. This was very good one here, and the one to the right looked a little tiny shorter than the one to the left. So, but this is all in the green area. Now we come to the three tempies, a little over the shoulder coming out of the corner, but the first change very safe. The second one little lateral, third one straight, that one straight, and this one a little swing in the hip. Okay, so if you want to be really picky here, you could find two little detailed things that maybe were related to the bigger swing in the rider's leg aid here. The lengthening, also it's powerful and uphill and fairly straight, and also the downway transition here is very good. So that was another highlight of this test. Now we come to the final salute. Overall there is some minor things in the canter work that can be very easily fixed by this rider, I have no doubt. So you can score this again based on the quality of the horse and the potential that there is, as well as the positive work we have seen so far. 66.316 for this, and this actually did place in the class on place 5.